How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are getting our Messerschmitt action on. We have got twins. We do have a pair of Bf109Es here, the tropical variant from Easy Model, of course. So we're getting our plastic on today. These are aircraft both from WW2, of course, and there is no other details. That is one of our aircraft we'll be looking at, and that is the other one, which is exactly the same. These are from the same series, so that is what you do have the option. You do have the option of 5 different variants from this particular run. And, there's no other information. So I did hop on the interwebs, but we have an aircraft here that is the black chevron from the first group in JG27. And we'll have a little look at that one first because it's, well, from the first group. And from the little interwebs search I did do, I think this may be the aircraft from Ludwig Franziskit, who was an air ace with 43 aerial victories by war's end, of course. So we will, stop flapping our lips and we'll just get these right open. As per usual, we'll get that box out of the way. Now, this is our first one since we've been introducing the weights. That is the stand, of course. So it will be interesting to see what these little birds do weigh. Now, this is held on by 3 little tie downs, so we will quickly get those off. Alright, with those undone, we should be able to get this out, and we can. Alright, now it's very light as per usual. Get that off. And that's the, that was a little bit tight. I thought that wasn't going to spin for a moment. Sometimes these can be a little bit tight, but they should spin. The actual there's a bit of roughness on this one, so it will be interesting to have a little look, and that's what we're going to do. So you do have the emblem on the front, which is really good. That tropical filter on there. Some nice MG details, of course. The paint is in the overall sort of desert yellow, of course. There is no pilot figure in there. It's got the chevrons there. There is, there is no tail marking, so YouTube won't yell at us for that one, which is not historically correct, but, you know, the way they give you the model. I think overall, though, it does look fantastic, but it is a plastic one, so depending on your type of person, if you like to collect plastic or metal, that is always going to be your choice. Now, interestingly enough, this does have a bomb. Of course, it's fixed landing gear as well, so if you like yours in flight, you'll be unable to do that. But overall, it does present really nicely. And of course, this is the stand that you do get. This does have the actual aircraft details on it. A lot of the times the stands just have Easy Model on there. So of course you want to put it on the stand. There is a tiny little hole and that tiny little bit that sticks out of the stand. Obviously, if it was die-cast, you'd want something a bit bigger going in there. But because it's light and everything, you don't have to worry about it. But that is, that is that pretty much. I suppose what we'll want to do, though, is we'll quickly chuck this one on the scales. Now, I'm going to assume both of them will weigh the same, but we will weigh them individually anyway as we look at them. And a drum roll, this does weigh... oh, shit. This weighs 16 grams, so, yeah. All right, this one's the weightiest model we've ever had. That is, yeah, pretty funny. But that is the joys of the plastic one. You'll be able to put a heap of these on your shelf and not worry about it collapsing. But, yeah, that is pretty cool. I like it. But we do have another one to look at, so let's fly this one out of the way. And we'll bring in this one. This, of course, is from second grouping of WW2. And, from what I can see, is the aircraft that was piloted by Werner Schroer, who was another ace with 114 aerial victories. This aircraft should look very familiar because we have done a number of reviews on models of this exact aircraft made by different manufacturers, which is something different. So it was a very popular aircraft. There is a lot of colour photos of this particular aircraft too. That's probably why. So we should get this open and have a little look. So it does come with the stand, of course, in that little baggie as per usual. And this one is held in by 1 and 2 tie downs, which we need to get off. So we will do that right now. Alrighty, with those tie downs undone, we should be able to release this beast. And geez, these always get hooked on the back there. And we will check this out. Now, what do we got? What do we got? Alright, so this one spins a little bit free. That does look a little bit... the angle of that nose paint, I don't think that's 100% correct. I think it's meant to be inline. I don't know. I cannot recall the exact photographs of this particular aircraft, of course. But the actual coloration too is a little bit different to some of the models we have seen of this particular aircraft. But it is, of course, light like the other one, and it does have the beautiful JG27 badge on the front there. Tropical filter as per usual, and the beautiful details. If you can sort of see those lines, they are really subtle, the lines in there. We'll zoom right in so you can sort of see it, because it can be a little bit hard. Overall, it's... Look, for what it is, they are not too bad. These were quite cheap when I was getting them. I'm not sure if they're in production. Someone's mentioned that they are no longer in production. There is no pilot figure, of course, inside there. It is empty, but you do have a big 8 on the side there, but no big swastika on the back of this one either. So we are once again safe from the YouTube condemnation that the channel has got from showing an aircraft that had a swastika on it, because, I don't know, someone cried, who knows. But there is no issue with these ones. You can safely display these at home as well and not get yelled at. But I reckon these do look pretty cool. Now, this one does have the drop tank underneath, so that is very nice. It's very clean underneath as well. The panel lines are fairly nice underneath there, as the same with the previous one. Look, overall, these aren't too bad, but look, they're cheaper, they're easy models, they're plastic, they're not metal, so as I say, it depends on what medium you want. It sits nicely on that landing gear, which, of course, as I've said, is fixed. But I suppose we should weigh this one as well, because, well, it might weigh a different amount, because it's got a drop tank, not a bomb. It weighs, oh, look at that, 17 grams. That's because of the fuel tank. It's got a little bit of fuel in that tank, so... But we'll move that out of the way now. So you've got... this beast at 16 grams, of course, and this beast at 17. Now, this is the stand for it, which, as you can see, this one doesn't have the 109 details on it like the other one does. So that's what I meant about the unusualness of the two stands, and that's this one on the stand as well. And that is the other stand that's got the 109 as, yeah, I don't know why it's, maybe this is an older one, newer one, but these are all from the same sort of releases, so that is a little bit strange, but that's just the way it is. All right, we'll finish up this review. So, yeah, depending on your fuss level and if you care whether they're plastic or not, you will enjoy these ones. They are not too bad for what they are. I was picking these up for like $25, $30, so compared to a die-cast model, which is probably double to triple that, depending on what brand you're buying. Yeah, it's the trade-off you're going to have. But I will take photos of these, of course, throw them on at the end, and you can check these out without my sausage fingers all over them. So don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, some of those my way would be awesome. And of course, drop comments below on what you think about what you've seen today. And of course, if you're watching and haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe to the channel too. Once again, thank you so much for spending your time checking out another one of our videos. You all have an awesome rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.